welcome back to Life in Pixels. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy Pride, everyone. So in honor of Pride Month, I wanted to do a little Create a Sim now that I am getting more into doing Create a Sim videos. And I wanted to go ahead and honor some of the friends that I have in my real life by making some characters based off of them for Pride Month. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about these characters as we go through their Create a Sim. So this first sim here, I've named him Felix, and he is based off of one of my very best friends in real life that I've known for, I think, over 10 years now. It's been a really long time, and so it was really fun to try to make him in The Sims. If you watched my Sim Self video, you heard that I have never really been that much into Create a Sim, but I've been really interested in playing with that more lately, and I had never made my Sim Self, and I've never made Sims before based off people that I knew, but I've been starting to do that, and it's been so much fun. It's been easier for me to make more diverse Sims when I base them off of people I know, so that was really fun. So anyway, Felix here, he identifies as gay, and he is just a fun-loving guy who's a theater nerd. He's super creative. He really just loves all things art. He can do anything artistic that he sets his mind to. He's a huge animal lover of all kinds of animals, but has a special place in his heart for cats especially. He just really loves cats. He dreams of being a vet tech one day, and he's just super friendly. So he was a fun character for me to create, and I imagine that all of these Sims, that I create 4 total in this video, and I imagine that they are all roommates and they're living in San Myshuno, probably in the Spice District, in kind of a like grungy apartment. I am going to remodel one of the apartments in San Myshuno to specifically put these Sims in a future video, because I want to put these Sims in my save file, and I want to make an apartment for them, because I think that'll be so fun, and I wanted to have like rent vibes to it. So that will be coming up probably in a few weeks. I have a lot of other stuff that I have planned upcoming, so that'll come down eventually. But yeah, I had to start with this sim because, like I said, he's based off of one of my very best friends, and I thought he would just make such a fun sim character. And for all of my characters here that I created today, I gave them all one outfit from each category, and then in everyday I also gave a second outfit. I gave them a pride outfit for their second everyday look, so there'll be a screenshot of that at the end. And I tried to put like pride like makeup and face paint on the Sims, both the male and female Sims, when I created them, because I know that a lot of people wear a lot of really fun body glitter and face paint and stuff to Pride, and I definitely know that my friend who my first sim was based on, he definitely is not shy of putting on some makeup and really going all out for events and for Pride and stuff like that. But the makeup just, I don't know, I could not get a lot of the makeup to look good on a masculine face, and for 2, we really just don't have that much like Pride makeup. I had thought we got some Pride face paint when they did that update a few years ago that added in some of the Pride outfits, but I guess I was wrong. That must have been CC that I saw, and I just thought it was part of the face paint. But yeah, we don't have any like Pride specific face paint, and the face paint that we have isn't like the best. So I had put makeup on them, but I ended up cutting that out for the video because I took it off in the end because I just didn't like the way it looked. It looked kind of clownish, and I definitely didn't want it to look clownish because that was not the point. I didn't want anybody to look ridiculous, so I took that off. So I'm a little bummed out about that. But anyway, maybe they'll give us another update for that moving forward. So this sim right here, I've named him Andrew, and he is based off of actually the boyfriend, or I should really say fiance. They are engaged now, and I'm so excited for them. He is the fiance of the first sim, Felix, that I created. So yeah, he's based off of another real life friend of mine. So he and his partner have been together for, I want to say, about 3 years now, and they got engaged a few months ago, and they, I think, were planning their wedding for this fall originally, but as y'all know, with all the health stuff going on in the world right now, that it might not be possible, so that might have to get postponed. But I'm so excited for them. So this sim, Andrew, his sim character, I've created to be a little bit nerdy, a little bit like book smart, kind of nerdy, and he's just really well put together all the time. He likes to dress like really neat, really clean, and I was imagining that he recently graduated from university with a business degree, and that he is kind of torn between, like, does he want to go into business as a career because that in his mind is really stable, or does he want to pursue his love for cooking and try to become a chef because he loves to cook at home. He's always cooking for he and his roommates, and he just really can throw down in the kitchen, but he is a little scared to pursue that as a career. So that was my kind of storyline thinking for those two sims in the game. And I really don't like how in Create a Sim that the only options that you can label, like when you can choose how sims are related to each other, they can either be roommates, or they can be married, or they can be a couple different family designations. So I ended up making Felix and Andrew husbands in the game, since that was really one of the only things I could do with Create a Sim. You can't label them as like boyfriend, which I think that's really weird that you can't label your sims as boyfriend, girlfriend from the Create a Sim menu. That kind of irks me. But whatever, I digress. So in the game, I imagine that they are newlyweds. They just got married. And so they're still living in their apartment with their roommates. So even though they're married, that's why they still have some roommates, which nothing wrong with that. I've lived with roommates off and on in different sort of partner statuses over the years, because sometimes you just gotta make that dollar stretch any way that you can. So this sim right here, again, based off of another one of my real life friends that I also think I've known for about 10 years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've known her for about the same amount of time, because her in real life, her and the first time I created Felix, they are actually friends in real life, so I met them around the same time, and so that was pretty cool. So I went ahead and I named her Callie in my game. I did change all of their names so they're not reflective of their real names in real life, just to protect people's privacy in case they don't want a sim self of them out there. I totally respect that. So I've named the sim Callie, and she's just a really free spirit. She's very artistic. She is really, really into theater. She dreams of becoming an actress, a world famous actress one day, and so I gave her that aspiration, and I imagine that she's pursuing acting gigs while maybe working a few odd jobs along the way to pay for bills and make money. And I imagine that she's pansexual, because in real life she is, I don't know if she identifies as bisexual or pansexual. To me, I know some people think of them as really different designations. I think of them as really similar. I think it just depends on how you classify gender and all of that. So anyways, just thinking for the purposes of the most inclusivity that she would be pansexual, and she's just a real free spirit. Like I said, she works odd jobs. I imagine that she does maybe some mixology work or some barista work to kind of make those ends meet, make rent while she is trying to go out there and get her acting career started. And I also gave her the non-committal trait because in real life, as much as I love her, she has gone job hopping. She bounces around from jobs, and she bounces around so much on like what she wants to ultimately do in her life, but she loves to sing and she loves to act, and she's so good at both. So I think if she in real life really pursued singing or acting, that it would be wonderful. She would be great at those things. But you know, we've all been there and gone through times of our life where we just don't know what we want to do. So I thought that was kind of a fun little quirk to give her. And then this final sim here that I've created, her name is Lola, and again, based off of a friend that I have in real life. Another friend that I've also known for a really long time, probably about 7 or 8 years, and she is a transgender individual, so I made a transgender sim here to represent her, and she is just so full of energy, and she's just such a fun person to be around. She's always smiling and dancing and singing and just having the best time. She is definitely the life of the party. No matter where she's at, she finds a way to just bring in such light, and I super love that about her. And so when I was creating her sim, I was thinking that I wanted to represent some of that like colorful flair, and she's also just super feminine. She's always wearing dresses and stuff, and girl, I don't know how she pulls that off, because I hate dresses. I will only wear one on a super rare occasion. I am definitely a pants gal all the way. I don't like my thighs rubbing together. Like, dresses are just, I don't know, too much for me. But she's super feminine. She's super colorful in the way that she dresses. So, and she's super classy. Like, she always keeps herself like put together so well. So I try to give her some fancy outfits and some girly outfits to kind of reflect that. For her formal wear there, I gave her that like Moschino dress that normally I don't think a lot of Sims can pull off, but I figured she's really high fashion. So for the game, I was thinking that even though she loves all this fashion stuff, that's just a hobby. She doesn't want to pursue it as a career because she's really passionate about being an advocate and doing activism, especially for trans rights, because in real life, this person is really passionate and works towards activism all the time. So I gave her the aspiration to work. No, I gave her the city native aspiration, but I was thinking the career she would be in politics. And then she's also really athletic and active and a super friendly and outgoing person. So that's the story that I was thinking for her. You can download all these Sims off of the gallery. My origin ID is linked down below, and we're headed up on screenshots. So I will see y'all next time. Bye!